This is the podcast of shame today because social distancing has turned into social shaming. And that's what I feel. I went to the grocery store this week, and when I got out of my car, there was a cart that was there, and I thought, hey, I'll push it into the store and save somebody else from having to do it. As soon as I went in the door, I was met by a teenage girl who scolded me because I touched an impure, dirty, unsanitized cart. And she took it from me and she gave me another one and she goes, here, this one's been sanitized. I didn't even need a cart, but whatever. And I told her, I said, man, this provides a real legal conundrum for me because let's say I die because of the coronavirus and this cart that I touched. Am I going to be to blame for that, or are you and the store? I don't know. She just looked at me kind of funny in her eyes above her mask. I don't know if she was smiling or not. And then from aisle to aisle, I was one of the few people there without a face mask and gloves. And again, I just felt so much shame. I really did. It was extremely uncomfortable. And it made me realize, this is kind of like the sexual S&M stuff you used to hear about. And I was never interested in that. I wouldn't want my partner to, handcuff me and tie me up or whip me to shame me. I don't want it to add to that and say, hey, I want you to put on a mask. And you can only look, you can't touch. No, I don't want to be a part of that. Listen, I'm a guy that believes in individual freedom, and I really don't like all of our freedoms being taken away during this time, regardless of the virus. And with the face mask, let me just say this, I'm not going to wear a face mask. Now, if I were in the medical profession, hanging out at hospitals, I would wear a mask and gowns and gloves and wrap me up in plastic, whatever you can do. I don't work in that profession. And so at some point you have to say, individuals, you have responsibility, you have freedom, but you need to decide what you're going to do. Well, I'm going to start doing that with a face mask. And by the way, I blow bubbles, from chewing gum. You can't do that with a face mask. A medical professional friend of mine told me I couldn't wear a mask anyway because my beard would be in the way, wouldn't even work. But the big reason for me is the individual choice and freedom. Just don't want to wear one. And here's the deal. If I die of the coronavirus, and let's say I had the mask on and gloves, I did every little rule I'm supposed to do, I'd really be upset over that. On the other hand, if I die and you can prove to me that I died because I didn't have a face mask on, at least I can have the comfort of knowing I made the decision. And friends, this is step one to bringing back our economy, allowing people to decide what they want to do. And if you want to stay quarantined, great. If you're ready to go out, practice the rules that are safe, logical, and effective, great. But individuals need to decide.